So last we talked about adding and subtracting positive and negative integers. Wherever there's adding and subtracting, there's going to be multiplying and dividing. So first let's look at how we can divide, or actually let's look at how we can multiply integers. Okay. So how to multiply integers. Okay, remember integers are either positive or negative whole numbers. Okay. So for example, negative 8 times negative 2 equals what? Okay, just going to give you a couple rules to live by here. We're going to say that positive times positive equals positive. Positive times negative equals negative. Make sure to write this down until you can remember it. Okay? So even if this were to be switched around, even if you have negative times positive, we're going to still end up at a negative. Now if you have negative times negative, you'll get positive. Okay? Using that rule here, let's apply it towards our example. So here you have a negative 8 times a negative 2. So here we have a negative times a negative gives us positive. So you can say 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16. And our answer is going to be positive. Okay? What about negative 3 times 4? What would you get? Okay? So we have a negative times a positive. Negative times a positive is equal to negative. So take 3 times 4 is 12. And our answer is going to be negative. Negative 5 times negative 6 equals what? Okay. Negative times negative, our answer, no matter what it is going to be positive. So 5 times 6 is 30. And like the rule says, negative times negative is positive, so we'll leave it at positive 30. 7 times 11, let's make it a negative 11. Okay, equals what? Okay, so 7 times 11 is 77. You have positive times negative is equal to negative. There it is. Piece of cake, right? Sure is. So let's look at division real quick. How to divide integers. Love how adding and subtracting goes hand in hand. Multiplying and dividing goes hand in hand. So how to divide integers. Okay? You can leave this. Just change multiplication to division. Okay. So positive divide positive is equal to positive. Positive divide negative is equal to negative. Negative divide positive is equal to negative. Negative divide a negative, you get positive. Okay. So perhaps a quick way you can remember this is if you have the same sign, it's positive. Okay? If you have the same sign, it's positive. If you have the opposite sign, it's negative. Here we have the opposite sign, it's negative. Negative 20 over 4. Remember, fraction bar means divide. What would you get? Okay, so take 20 divide 4, get 5. Is it going to be positive or negative? Well, let's see. You have a negative divide a positive. Negative divide a positive, we get negative. Okay. Negative 54 over negative 6 equals what? Okay. 54 divided by 6 is 9. Negative divide a negative. Negative divide a negative is positive. So say it's positive 9. Okay. Negative 32 divided by a negative 8 equals what? (32) divided by 8 is 4. Negative divide a negative is positive. Okie dokie. Just to make sure that we've got this down. Take 42, divide negative 6. (42) divided by 6 is 7. Positive divide a negative, we get negative. Again, just going off of that rule there. 80 divided by negative 4. Take 80 divided by 4 to get 20. Positive divide a negative. Positive divide a negative, we get negative. I want to end our discussion with the order of operations, just to build off of what we talked about the last time. Okay. So write down how to simplify expressions using order of operations. Think of King Philip died drinking chocolate milk. So in other words, no, it's King Henry. So, wait, I'm getting confused here. That's the place value. This is, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, is what students have told me. So, please would be parentheses. Again, excuse it would be exponent. My dear is multiply and divide. Aunt Sally is plus and minus. Okay, so we're going to do our examples given these priorities there. Okay, so here it goes. 3 to the second power right off the bat, there's an exponent involved. Plus 2 to the third. Ooh, that's parentheses too. 7 minus 11 equals what? Okay, so we need to plan out our attack here. There's definitely parentheses to worry about, so I'm going to be doing parentheses. Check to see if there are any exponents. There are. So we'll be doing exponents. Check for multiplication and division. 2 parentheses side by side means multiply, so there is going to be multiplication involved. No division. Check for addition and subtraction. There are. So we're going to definitely be adding and subtracting. Okay, so let's hit the road here. Let's do parentheses first. Okay, just going to rewrite that as 3 to the second power plus. Okay, so inside the parentheses you have 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. Okay. Times, so you have 8 and 7 minus 11 is negative 4. Okay. So we took care of what's inside the parentheses. Let's check for exponents. 3 to the second power is 3 times 3 is 9 plus 8 times negative 4. Okay, we're going to multiply next. Here it is. 8 times negative 4. So we have 9 plus 8 times 4 is 32. Positive times negative is negative. Okay. Last, we add or subtract. Okay. So in this case, we have add. So you have 9 plus negative 32. Okay. 9 plus negative 32. Okay. So remember, if you have plus and then minus next to each other, it becomes minus. So simply put, you can say this is going to be 9 minus 32. Okay. Think of the good old number line, find where 9 would be. Let's say 0 is here. Minus is to the left side of the number line. So definitely we're going to be hitting 0 and then traveling on some more. Okay. We're going to end up somewhere over here. And where this is going to be is, well, we're going to take 32 minus 9. And that is equivalent to 23. Okay, because it's going to be on the left side of 0, it's going to be negative 23. Okay, when in doubt, draw out your number line. One more, guys. Before I run out of battery on my recorder here. So, 2 plus 5 to the second power divide 15 minus 20 equals what? Okay, so check, go Check off that list. Do you see any parentheses? Definitely yes. So we're going to do parentheses. We are going to do exponents. Check for multiplication and division. There is divide. Check for addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction. Okay, so we're going to see if we can hit all the bases there. Okay, starting off with parentheses. Okay, so just going to rewrite this as 2 plus 5 to the second power divided by whatever is inside the parentheses. Okay, and here we have 15 minus 20 is equal to negative 5. 15 minus 20 is negative 5. Okay, moving on to exponent. Here it is. 5 to the second power is equal to 5 times 5 is 25. So everything else stays the same. Okay. Next stop is the divide. Right there. So we're going to leave the 2 plus alone, and we're going to take 25 divided by negative 5. Okay, so 25 divided by 5 is 5. Positive divided by negative is negative. Okay. Take a minute to think about that.